What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining me once again. This is another installment of Hoggie's Beer Reviews, and this is a special edition, special installment, special episode, whatever, because this is my 100th video review on YouTube. It is my 100th anniversary as far as reviews, craft beers that I've had, well, and foul beers and some other stuff. So this is my 100th official review on here, and I am celebrating with a special beer, an anniversary beer. Specifically this one right here from Sierra Nevada. This is from their 30th anniversary series. Sierra Nevada has turned 30 years old, and they are releasing 4 special limited release beers throughout the year. This was the first of those released. This is the Fritz and Ken's Ale. It is a stout. Now, before I even get into the beer, and I've been sitting on this for months just waiting for the right occasion. I figured today was it. I just wanted to say it's been a fun trip, man. It's been a fun journey. 100 reviews, plus some other videos that I've done. I've been doing this YouTube thing now for about 10 months or so, and man, it's been a blast. I've made a lot of new friends. I've gotten a bunch of subscribers and people that just want to keep track of what I'm doing, and I've gotten a lot of love and a lot of compliments and a lot of kind things have been said, and it's been really, really fun. On top of all the good craft beers I've had, I've also had some fun drinking some malt liquor and some really crappy beers. So, it's all in fun. It's the world of beer in general as a whole, and I love it. It is one of my passions. It is my main hobby, and I'm going to keep doing it. And to everybody who's been thinking, man, Hoggie's been doing a lot of malt liquor videos and other stuff lately, don't worry. This is my passion. I love craft beer, and I'm going to keep bringing things like this to you guys. So to all the fans, friends, followers, subscribers, and everything else, thanks for watching, thanks for supporting me, and there will be a whole lot more after this. I'm just getting started. But enough of that, let's get to the beer. This is the Fritz and Ken's Ale. To give you an idea of what that means and where this comes from, I'll read what it says on the front of the bottle. It says, Fritz Maytag, owner of San Francisco's Anchor Brewing Company, is regarded as the founding father of the craft brewing movement. Fritz agreed to guest brew this very special ale with us in honor of our 30th anniversary. As a nod to the dark ales and stouts that seduced both Fritz and Ken in the early years, we bring you this pioneering stout, a rich and roasted ale perfect for aging and worthy of your finest snifter. Enjoy. So it says. And of course, I do have, it's not my finest snifter, it's my only snifter, but there it is. For those of you who are curious, Ken is Ken Grossman, the founder of Sierra Nevada, and of course, as like it said on there, Fritz is the guy who founded Anchor Brewing Company in California. Those are the people who make Anchor Steam and the Anchor Porter and that other hoppy pale, I forget what it's called, the Liberty Ale. There you go. All very good beers. So they got Fritz over to the Sierra Brewery, and he helped create this. To tell you more specifically about this beer, let me punch it up on Beer Advocate like I always do. It's got 394 reviews on Beer Advocate, and it averages out to an A-. Of course, from the Sierra Nevada Brewing Company in California. This is categorized as an American Double or Imperial Stout, and it is 9.2 alcohol by volume. And of course, it's a limited release. That's that, man. Not much else to say, This is my 100. I wanted to do something special. I've been sitting on this for 3 or so months, 3-4 months maybe, something like that. So it is time to crack this open. Now, it's not room temperature, but it's warm. This is maybe 60 degrees, something like that. Some people will drink a stout like this at room temperature. I'm not one of them. I actually like them colder, but for the review, to do it right, drinking it a little warmer than I usually do. And of course, as you can see, it's a fancy bottle. We got a cork, we got a cage. I'm going to try to be a little tougher about this. Last time I opened one of these beers on camera, pulled the cork out and the damn thing popped and I jumped like a little girl, so I'm not going to do that again, I hope. The cage is off. Oh, cool. Stamped on the top of the cork, XXX, of course, X is XXX, that's 30. And, whoo, there we go. And it is a smoky beer. It smells good. Alright, so let's see what Fritz and Ken have come up with here. Being too generous. I'm just scared I'm going to get a lot of head, and with a snifter you don't want to fill it all the way up anyway. Do a little more and call it a day. Okay, it's black. I can't see through that. There's no light coming through there. Forget about it. And it is a khaki, a thick, rich, khaki colored head. It's frothy, it's rich, it's very nice looking indeed. This smells good, guys. Hops are very strong and very prominent, but there's also that unmistakable chocolatey, roasty malt smell. It's a very, very good balance of the hops and the malt just in the nose. Because there's citrus hop back there, and you catch it, and you catch the bitterness and that citrusy, slightly piney aspect to it, but it is so well balanced with the richer, sweeter, chocolatey flavors of the roasted malts. There's hints of dark fruit in there as well. Hint of licorice. Just overall, it smells really good. So I tell you what, man, it's been 100 videos, it's been 10 months, I've been sitting on this beer for about 3 or 4. I'm just taking a drink. Wow. That is amazing. That is really amazing. It is a rich, full-bodied beer. First thing I noticed is, wow, this is thick, this is rich, this is full-bodied. Oh, and the finish. The finish leaves, you know, there's a hint of hop resin in that finish, but the finish leaves a taste of like really dark, like cacao, like, you know, pure dark chocolate, unsweetened chocolate just on the back of your throat. There is a hoppiness up front. Man, this is so rich. There's a hoppiness up front, and it bites just a little bit. But it bites at the same time as you get a little prickle, a little fizz prickle from the carbonation. So it's a very interesting front end. Then you just get this smooth richness across the middle, and that's when those roasty malt notes start to come out. A little bit of sweetness, hints of coffee, and then in that finish, like I said, a little bit of hop resin combined with like that really bitter but slightly sweet dark chocolate note. This is very well put together. And let me tell you something. 9.2% ABV. I don't taste it. Wow. I should have picked up another one of these and aged it. I cannot even begin to imagine what this would be like after a year or two. So, I mean, if you have access to these, buy two, undoubtedly. I mean, there's really not much else to say. This is just so complex. There's so many flavors, but they're so well balanced, so well blended. This is top notch. You figure that the guy from Anchor and the guy from Sierra Nevada, if they got together and made a beer, would have to be some really good stuff, and it is. This is a grade A world-class beer. This is a glass full. This is what I expect for a Sierra Nevada Anniversary limited release. If you like stouts, track this thing down, man. It's just that good. A glass full, and I'm telling you, I could have one of these after dinner every so often, after like a good meal with like something hearty like a steak or something, and I would be a happy guy. So that's it, guys. That's the end of the 100th review. I'm gonna let you guys go, pour me a little more, and play around, you know, go play around and do something and enjoy the rest of this beautiful beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, the website is beerbreath.com. Twitter is twitter.com/hoggiesbeer. And, of course, the YouTube channel is going to keep getting more stuff on it. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And cheers.